Welcome to this week's edition of Dptv News in HD. Now, normally, if you've been watching these shows, I would put up the headline splashes and kind of deliver the news in a jovial way. This week, it's a little bit more tougher to do because we've had some bad news. And of course, I'm referring to the Barnes Green crash on Saturday. Now, I'm not going to go on too much about it. I think it's been covered enough locally and nationally. But what I will say is I suppose if there's any positiveness that can come out of something as tragic as this, it's got to be the community spirit that was felt in Barnes Green, and certainly with Sumner's Ponds that offered refreshments to the passengers of the trains that were waiting for coaches to then kind of continue their journeys. So I think a big shout out to the community has definitely got to be something we've got to bring to the forefront. And there's also a donation page to the family, which both those links are on the page now. So I just want to say our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. In other news, again, a little bit of bad information that we got, again, unlike Horsham, I must say, but it was half-term week last week, and I managed to get some hours off of work, which again is unusual for me, on Friday to take the kids to the museums in London. That was the idea anyway. And then we got wind that there was a potential explosive device in Southwater. And so I went down with the camera and did a bit of this. And here I am at Southwater, at Lintott Square, where police arrived at 9 AM this morning at a flat in Fairbank Road, understanding that there may be an explosive device. Yeah, so the outcome of that was a 33-year-old man was arrested in suspicion of making a explosive device, later released pending investigation. I'm going to use the word community again because the community all came together, and especially Southwater Leisure Centre that was geared up to house anybody that was out of their homes, because we didn't know how long that was going to go on for. It was lucky it kind of stopped or came to a head in the evening. The leisure centre was ready to take people on with food and kind of house them for the rest of the night. So big thumbs up to the guys at the leisure centre there. Well done. As far as community goes, we've also got to kind of mention a local school that are doing something in the name of community, and that's Warnham Primary School. Now they've clubbed together to create a website allowing the residents of the village to donate funds to the school. So for equipment, so pencils, pens, that sort of thing, paper. And I think it's a great idea. It allows people, whether they've got kids or not, it means they can have a real input on the kids' education at Warnham School. So good luck with that one. It's a really great idea. Love it. And now to present something really interesting and exciting. It's Peerage Watch. Here we go again for the infamous Peerage Watch, our live stream with the Peaky Blinder obviously eating his Kentucky Fried Chicken by the looks of things. Well done. Good. Can we now move on, please? Cool. Car. Fantastic. See, I told you that was exciting. Now, working from home. I've done it before, and it's not always the easiest thing. Well, this is some evidence. Roll the clip. And my ears are still ringing. But I'm out with Matt Ide from Horsham Co-working, hopefully provide a solution for us home workers. Mr. Matt Ide, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You?
Good. Very well. So you're here to talk about Horsham Co-working.
That's right, yeah.
So I know a little bit about this because I've, as you would have seen on the last clip, I've worked from home and it didn't really work that well for me. No. So Horsham Co-working, what's it all about?
So basically we're a shared office space for people like myself who run small businesses, for freelancers, consultants, people that work from home, really anybody that doesn't have access to a normal kind of traditional corporate office space.
Okay, so if you're working from home and it's kind of not really all it's cracked up to be, this is you can get involved with you guys. How would you do that? How would you go about
Yeah,
that?
sure. So you can just turn up on the day. We do hot desking, so you can just pay £15 a day and turn up and rent a desk for the day and all the facilities that go with that. Or you can become a member and you can buy a number of days per month, which you're free to use as and when you like, from sort of 4 days a month right up to sort of full time.
Right.
We have different packages for that, and obviously it's more of a cost-effective solution than maybe renting an office yourself, being locked into these difficult contracts and stuff like that. But I mean, the main thing we're doing is we're trying to create a place for people to go, kind of community for people to work in.
Right.
Because I think home working is all well and good if you're doing it maybe once a week or something like
that.
that.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you kind of work for yourself a lot, or you work away from your company, or you're doing a lot of travelling and stuff, we find that having a communal place to work is a really good kind of antidote to really you can become quite isolated working from home. And most of our members sort of say to us, well, working in a shared space makes me more productive. You can get your head down, get on with the work, but because you're in that communal environment, you can have a chat to people. You can go and sit on the sofas at lunchtime and have a chat. So it's kind of a really good kind of support network for people as well.
So where would we find out a bit more about this then?
So you can go online, www.horshamcoworking.co.uk, or you can just pop in and see us. We're right in the town centre. People can just come in if they want to have a look round, have a chat with us. There's 3 of us that run it. There's always somebody there, and we're open sort of 9 till 5:30 Monday to Friday. So if you want to come in, just above the cook shop in the Carfax, opposite the taxi rank. So
fantastic.
People can just come in.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Matt. Thanks for popping in. Well, there we are. If you work from home and you've had enough of it, give these chaps a call and get involved, and maybe set up a meeting, have a chat and a cup of tea. Matt Hyde, Horsham Co-working, lovely fella. Let's go to Russ for the sport.
Right, cheers, Davey. On to the sport then. Right, 3 games to cover this week. 1 in the hockey, 1 in the football, 1 in the rugby. We'll start with the hockey. Horsham drawing 2-2 against Bromley and Beckenham. Horsham disappointingly going 1 down after just 30 seconds. Not ideal when they're in a relegation battle. Equaliser came from Barney Knights Johnson in his 9th goal of the season. Good performance there from the boy. Now, Don Mayle did put Horsham into the lead, which looked like we might actually get that victory we were really, really craving, but it wasn't to be. Pretty much last attack of the game, the opposition did get an equaliser. Next up is 16th place Milton Keynes, where this relegation dogfight really will come to the forefront. Hopefully secure the 3 points and move ourselves up the table. Moving on to the football. Horsham 2-1 winners against Phoenix Sports. Cracking win, bearing in mind they had 3 consecutive defeats prior to that game. Brilliant performance from the ever impressive George Landé, scoring an absolutely fantastic goal. If you get the opportunity to watch it online, if there's any coverage there, by all means check it out. Brilliant goal from the low knee. Maybe we can make his transfer permanent come the season's end. 50 minutes after the restart, Phoenix did grab an equaliser. Team didn't look downhearted though, we kept applying the pressure, and in the 84th minute, Tom Tolfrey nodded in from across to secure the win for us. Horsham now 12th, facing Hive Town, who Horsham actually beat 2-1 last time out. Okay, moving on to rugby. Horsham faced Pulborough last week and ran out 24-17 winners. Half-time Horsham were 7-0 down, so not the best of starts. However, when the second half got underway, Horsham were right back in it. Max Patterson getting the try and the returning Tom Johnson with the conversion. Patterson then did go on to get a second try after Pulborough had earlier taken the lead again and secured his hat-trick later on in the game. The added conversion then secured the victory, which now sees Horsham sit 4th in the table. Next game is against Heathfield and Waldron, where the team will be looking to gain another 3 points as they march upwards on the league table.
Stole that from my daughter, but there is a reason for it. The Chris Barber Band are playing at the Capitol Theatre on March the 1st, and you can get your tickets at the box office. I've got mine already, can't wait. And there's a quick clip of them. Competition time. Now, it was the BAFTA Awards this week. And if you remember a couple of episodes ago, we released a competition to win the BAFTA wines. Now we announced the winners this week, and they are John Gooderham from Billingshurst, Sue Cronin from Horsham, and Mike Powell from Southwater. Happy drinking, you lucky, lucky people. And just to go on from the competition, we're still running the same one as we did last week, which of course was win a holiday for two to Nikiana Beach Club. And we're going to run that competition for another couple of weeks to make sure everyone's had a good opportunity of winning that. And the question for that competition, I'll say it again, just so as you know, was which Greek island is the Nikiana Beach Club in? Is it A, Corfu? Is it B, Kos? Or is it C, Lefkas? Good luck. Well, that's it. That's the show for this week. It's sponsored by KFC. And thank God the chicken's back. And I'll see you same time, same place next week. God bless.